Hi, this is Chef Veronica, and this is a story that came into me from a worker in Barbados. He said that he was working in a house on the west coast, and they were fixing up the house, refurbishing it, and just fixing it up for the wealthy owner. And he said that they were rebuilding a floor in the house. They were putting a new floor on the old floor. They were not supposed to pull up the tiles or anything like that. They were just supposed to put tiles on top of tiles that were already there. And he said that when he started to clean up the area, one of the tiles was dislodged in the area and it came up pretty easily. And when he was checking to see, if others will come up, he said that in that particular area that he started, the tiles were just popping up. They were coming up pretty easily. And he had a thought. There was a skip on the outside. You know what a skip is, right? It was on the outside. And he figured that he can pull up the tiles, put them in the skip, and take them to his house and fix his house up and put tiles in his house, because he said that these tiles were beautiful. He could not even understand. But you shouldn't try to understand. When people with money do what they do, just don't try to understand it. Just do as you're told. But he wanted to take those tiles home, and in his way of taking up the tiles, he fell through the hole in the ground. And he said that he could not believe when he fell through a hole in the ground of that house. And he said that he screamed bloody murder. He screamed for help. And he said that he himself can hear that his voice, the echo, remained in the tunnel. It did not go up. No one would hear him. No one could hear him. No one heard him. He knew. He took out his cell phone, and with his light, he started to walk, because there was a tunnel, and he started to walk. And this guy says to me, he walked for almost a mile and turned back. He walked almost a mile on the ground in Barbados and turned around and went back to where he fell through. And there was a light shining from above, and they realized that he had fallen through, and there was a ladder, and it was like a 20-foot ladder, and he climbed out of that ladder. Now, this guy tells me that this house on the west coast was connected via tunnels with access to other underground facilities, other underground homes, because he never ended up in the ocean. So he's figuring that the tunnels led to an underground facility that led to other places. He doesn't know. He turned around, but this guy would swear, a young guy, very, very athletic, would swear that he walked for almost a mile underground on the west coast, under that house that he fell through the ground. He fell through the floor and it was underground. He walked for almost a mile, turned around and came back. Then to realize that they missed him. They were looking for him, and there was a ladder, because he was using his cell phone, the light on his cell phone. There was a ladder. They were ready to, come down to find out what happened to him. But anyhow, he climbed out, and they covered up the hole. They put back the tiles, put everything back, and they did the work that they had intended and were paid to do. This is Chef Veronica.